this is a bone I've got to pick with you.
What?
And I'm going to do it on the podcast now.
What?
So when your sister was here
Yeah.
and Rish was here,
Yeah.
you were like, let me put a podcast on so you can watch it. Did you watch that?
Yes.
Right. 25 minutes non-stop Nina talking.
It was not 25 minutes of me talking.
Put Ravina to sleep. And all she said is, all I can hear is Nina talking.
Okay. I will admit.
No, so what happens is, guys, there is a lot more that I talk in the vlog, in the podcast. But because Nina does the editing, she cuts a lot of it out. And she just likes to have it. You might as well just call it the Nina podcast. I just want to say what I want to say. It doesn't matter what Bobby. I was really annoyed. I was like,
I knew you were.
Yeah, there's a lot more that I say, and you've like literally cut it all out.
Okay, no, hold on a minute. I'm not going to accept that.
20 minutes of you talking.
That was not 20 minutes, babe. You are exaggerating. That's an exaggeration. It was not 20 minutes. Nowhere close.
I can find the podcast.
Babe, find it and watch it. But what I will say to you is that particular segment, yes, I admit I went on a bit, right? I remember when we actually filmed it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Can you hear me out? When we filmed it, I remember you saying to me, are you going to let me speak? Right? So that's when it happened. It was that moment. And I have made sure that I don't go on and on about something. I've tried to be a bit more conscious of that.
It's not even just that. Do you know the podcast is like for the both of us? You wanted me on this.
Hold on a minute.
You don't want me to talk.
Did you not just hear my explanation?
Yeah, but that's you basically just explained about how you go on about like something and then you just go on about it, right? You go on a whole rant.
Yeah.
What about my opinion, my views that you cut out?
It was if you wait. I didn't cut it out. If you waited until I'd finished speaking, which unfortunately was taking a bit of time, you would have seen you speaking.
Only half the viewers waited for me to
Whatever.
talk. They must have left.
Whatever. Why do you think people commented saying...
Where's Bobby?
They did not say, where's Bobby?
Yeah, I've seen loads of these comments. Where's Bobby?
They have not said that. No, they've said that while I've been putting the vlogs up, babe. You're mixing two things together.
I mean, who knows? They might have been saying about the podcast. Where's Bobby? He's not allowed to talk.
Such a lie.
It's just a Nina podcast. Nina just wants to have a rant. You might as well just have your own little TV show.
Listen, this is not right. You've spoken plenty today, and you'll see it will all be in there. Okay? And
who knows? Just cut out.
The one podcast that you watch, we don't basically watch this after, right? So it's just there. And I remember Ravina saying to me, put one of your podcasts on, and I put it on. And it just so happened to be the one where I clearly went on and on about something. So they're not all like that.
Showed an impression of Ravina.
What? What, falling asleep? For people listening and not watching, he's basically imitating her falling asleep.
That's what she did, didn't she?
She did, but she was generally tired.
And honestly, I looked over because I was on my phone because I was.
I'm not going to lie, I got fed up with my voice too.
Yeah, I was on my phone and I was like, I looked over at the TV and I was like, am I not even on this? And you're like,
I went on, I remember, and it was a bit annoying, I have to admit. So, I get it.
Apology, please.
I apologise for just going on and on.
Number one. And what else?
That you didn't see much of Bobby.
You cut me out.
Babe, the only time I cut you out is when you're swearing and stuff.
No, not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've got a controversial view.
Yeah, then I'll cut you out because
Why?
Not always.
Look, I reckon...
Not always,
I reckon they want to see what I've got to say. A lot of people agree. A lot of people are like, people I've met, we love the podcast. What do you love about it? We love the fact that you're so honest. Brilliant. Do you know what? Half the honesty, Nina cuts out.
I'm not cutting it out today. They're going to see everything of you, okay? And I don't think I've gone on. Have I gone on today about anything?
Who knows?
Who's going
to see the final edit?
Tell me.
All you'll see is like clips of me going, yes, no, yes, no. You're right, Nina. You're right, Nina.
You never say that.
That's what you want.
You don't say that, so you're not going to be saying
I'm going to have a rant now. Just agree with me. Okay. Yes. That's all you want to do. Why are you sitting there like you're cold?
I'm okay now.
Baking. You make me turn the AC off and you're like sitting there. Oh, I'm cooking here.
Oh, you really?
Yeah,
you're
really
not
hot.
Sweating?
Huh?
You're not sweating?
Give me a few more minutes.
Don't try. Don't now attempt to sweat. I feel like...
What?
I feel like
Hold
you
on.
can. You're one of those people who can.
You think people
can switch it on?
What, sweat on
I
demand?
don't think people can. I feel like you can.
What a weird thing.
You randomly.
You were just about to say, don't try to sweat now.
Yeah, I was. I was.
What?
And what?
So how do people try to sweat like this?
I don't think people do. I think you.
Well, let me try and sweat.
Just sweat just like that. Watch in 2 minutes.
No,
You
so
sweating.
literally, what are you doing over there? I'm just trying to sweat. How do you do that?
Obviously, I know people cannot sweat on demand, babe. I'm joking with you. But,
Yeah, so
Anyway.
that was my gripe.
yeah, okay. Noted.
Yeah, let the viewers leave their comments.
If you want to know which specific...
Who would you rather see more of? Me or
great.
Nina?
Great.
Who would you rather see more of? If you cut that out,
I'm not going to cut that out.
and that's
not
it.
gonna
I'll
cut-
hand in my notice.
You notice?
Yeah. That's me resigning from the podcast.
No, that's not going to happen. Well, let's see what they say.
All right, little Miss Dictator. What do you mean that's not going to happen?
No, it's not going to happen. I don't think everyone's going to be like, I want to see Nina. People do enjoy watching you and listening to you, clearly. And I enjoy having you on the show.
Oh, thank you. It's your show, is it?
On the show.
Oh, I enjoy it.
enjoy having you here. I enjoy having you as part of our show.
You see what I mean? That just shows how you take this. I enjoy having you on my show.
No, I didn't say on my show.
No,
I said
but
on the
you
show.
might as well have.
No.
That's what you think. I am literally a guest on your
I'm
podcast.
sure you enjoy having me on the show.
Hold on. I'm not. I don't cut you out.
Okay, yeah, but maybe.
So you're literally. This is your mentally your perception of this is your podcast.
No, I
What?
think it's a joint podcast. I do believe it's a joint podcast.
Like I'm a guest.
We're both guests of this. Anyway, what else has been going on?
I'll tell you
It's-
what. Have you taken a sleeping tablet or something? Because you're struggling. I can see.
No, I told you
you're
I'm
literally
feeling a little bit like I'm.
no, wriggling around and pulling these faces.
No, I'm just I just felt like a bit. I think I'm just tired in general because we're really going for it. Like, you know, with work, it's just non-stop. Yesterday I was like back to back. Today it's been non-stop. It's just
No, I know what you mean.
I'm just tired. That's it.
Same.
But what else has been happening? It's event season at the moment, so events are going on, and I have a bit of a.
Who cares, right?
Well, I do, because I want to tell you something that's really annoyed me about it. Now, obviously, I don't go to all of the events. Quite a while ago, just set boundaries with not feeling like I have to go to every event. And also, we don't live...
Plus, our agent told us not to. Let's be honest.
Yeah, she did say that as well, but that was like music to my ears when she said that. That was like great, because honestly, we don't live downtown, and all the events seem to happen downtown, and the traffic these days
We don't
is...
live in downtown.
What did I say?
We don't live downtown. We don't live in downtown.
Oh, for God's sake. People know what I mean. That's not like that's not such a massive difference that all of a sudden...
Would you say this? I don't live Business Bay.
No.
I don't live Marina.
Is that like people who say on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Or on the Instagram?
Yeah. Are you on the Facebook? Yeah. Are you on the WhatsApp?
But, as I was saying, we don't live in downtown. Happy? Is that it?
Correct.
Right. But the traffic recently has been so bad in Dubai, so bad. It's literally like drains the life out of you when you're sitting in the car, and you honestly second guess every place you're going to. You're just kind of like, was this worth it? But if it is a specific event that I think is beneficial to go to and my agent thinks is a good idea for me to go to, then I will go.
Just FYI, you're going on a bit.
Oh, am I going on a bit?
Yeah.
I was aware of that. Then I was like, where am I going with
Nika,
this?
Sorry,
Where am I going
this
with this?
this is the Nina podcast. Now.
Okay, no. I'm gonna nip it in the bud right now. So yeah, we've just had a lot of events lately. Okay, so a PR firm got in touch with me, and this happens a lot sometimes. Most of the time they send you stuff to your house, right? And they're like, okay, here's a PR box or whatever. This particular one was like, we want you to go and collect it from this big department store, and there's a special gift waiting for you, right? And they made it all out, it's like this nice invite and everything, right? So the whole invite to go and collect whatever this thing was done, like, it was quite like they put a lot of thought and money into it, because what was sent to me was this really nicely presented box with this special key inside. And I had to go into the store and give the key, and it was like a select few have been chosen for this. Took it in, gave the key, and the person was like, oh, okay. And then she scanned, there's a QR code on the side of the box, scanned it, and then gave me this little bag. I could see it looked like just a bunch of samples. And I'm like, what? This is weird. And I thought, I'm not going back in now. I told him when I was like, I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe they got me to come all this way to give me samples, which were about 10 of them. And let me tell you, these samples are the type that when you go round as a customer and you go and say, oh, I like this smell, they give you a sample. It's like that. I could have collected that in 10 minutes in the store. I emailed her and I said, I just want to clarify that this is what I've received. Is this correct? Because it doesn't seem like it's correct to me. And she was like, oh my God, no, that is not correct. They should have given you like this other thing, right? Which I still don't know what it is. I know a few people with that name in the PR industry, right? So in some leading PR firms, that name, I know them, right? But I've never met them face to face. It's always over email. So when I went to this specific dinner event and this person came and introduced herself to me, I didn't know whether it was the same PR company at that point. When I went home, I checked and it was. And she, at the event, introduced herself to me and said, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so. And I was like, oh, hi. And at that moment, I'm not going to turn around and like say to, oh, you're the one who was like, who asked me to come in and everything, right? But she didn't mention it to me face to face. It literally happened the day before.
Great story, babe.
No, I'm saying, can you believe it? She didn't mention it to me. She saw me and she introduced herself and she didn't have the decency to say,
Hold on, she could have been embarrassed.
babe, she's messaged me saying, don't worry, I know you've gone out of your way, we're going to send you it. Has she sent it?
Yeah, but that was
No.
the next day, wasn't it? She met you. So she's not going to send it to you within a day. So when she met you at the event, she's probably embarrassed. She's not going to say, oh yeah, by the way, I'm the person responsible for this
No,
mess
but
up.
how long ago was that?
Okay, but you're talking about the specific event that she didn't say anything to you.
Yeah.
Why would she? I wouldn't.
I just kind of felt like she, I don't know, I just
I'd
felt...
be embarrassed.
Yeah, but you still say, like,
No, you
look,
wouldn't.
look, you know, what happened, it wasn't meant to happen.
Okay, yeah, some people would. I would probably address it, but you got to give people.
Do you think
the
it's, like, normal?
Yeah, I think she'd probably be embarrassed. Like, oh my God, like, I'm just like, this mess up happened yesterday. This person's now turned up in front of me. I can't not introduce myself. I can't not acknowledge the person either. So I'll go up, introduce myself, and she's like,
Okay.
like, a lot of these people are just doing a job. It's a job to them.
Great, now you made me feel bad about it. Like, the whole point was that I was like...
It was a very long story just to get to that point, I'll be honest.
Okay, I'll cut myself out of this whole podcast then.
No, I'm not saying cut yourself out. Leave it in. Let's see what they think. Like, if it's a very long story for that little.
Okay, but does anyone else agree with me that that was a bit weird? I just found it's a bit odd. Like, you've just introduced yourself to me. I clearly didn't know whether it was the same person. And when I got home, I realised it's the same PR firm. And it's like, how unprofessional. I really tried to sum that up quickly.
Do you know what the easiest way to deal with
What?
stuff like this is?
What?
Have no expectations of anyone.
Yeah, I know. It's just really annoying that I went out of my way. It just annoyed me.
Right, shall we move on to listeners' messages?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. In response to one of our previous podcasts, which was Sweet Bobby, someone has said, please see it from a South Asian perspective.
Okay, we are.
Yeah, number one, we are. And then she has put, relationships are secretly, and especially women can't come forward with their relationship unless it's for marriage. That's why it's extremely easy to deceive South Asian women.
Okay.
And she was in her mid-30s. That puts additional pressure with marriage.
Right, I agree with that. If that was 25 years ago.
Yeah,
This wasn't 25 years ago.
yeah. And she was open enough to be able to discuss it with her mum.
Yeah. And we're South Asian, so...
We understand the pressures that come with it.
No,
Okay.
I had secret relationships when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I can go and tell my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, when I was younger, my girlfriends, I could not tell my parents that, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going out with this girl. Couldn't do it,
Yeah.
right? But that I'm 45.
Yeah.
And that was when I was 17.
Yeah.
So do the maths.
And
This is like she's on Facebook.
yeah, and also I agree with everything you've said, but on top of that, you know, being South Asian doesn't mean that you have another level of naivety. It doesn't mean that you are way more naive than any other culture.
Well, there's that.
Do you know what I mean? That doesn't determine how naive you are, in my eyes.
There's that show that it's on Amazon, I think it is, Call Me Bay. It's an Indian film,
Yeah.
right? And it just shows what life is like now in India. I think it's based in Delhi or Mumbai. But yeah, it just goes to show what life is like. And so they're more advanced than the Western world.
True.
I saw some people like my cycling vlog. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm going to find that video in a second because we had a few comments on it, but people really enjoyed it. They really enjoyed seeing from your eyes, your perspective, like what do you go and do, not just me taking it of you, which I thought was really, really good. How did you feel actually filming that?
Fine.
Like, it was interesting for me as well, because I don't get to see.
Yeah, it helps that I do all the editing and stuff, so I can see how to piece, like a vlog together.
Yeah.
So I know what to film and how to do it. So that was my little creative spin on it.
So we've got a message here from Mally. She's watched that vlog. She don't know how I get sucked into this stuff. Laughing emoji. You know when you said you don't know how you get sucked into this stuff. Thank you for being a good sport, Bobby. We, the audience, appreciate it. I'm sure Nina does too.
She doesn't, because she'd rather have this as her own show.
No, don't start saying that to me now.
But I'm glad the viewers appreciate it.
And someone else has put, this is from Rosie, I loved this vlog. It was nice to see what the track actually looks like from Bobby. He did a great job with the camera positioning. And Nina, it was so nice to see you making your art. I really enjoy and am impressed by your creativity and ability to create textures. Bravo.
Thank you.
That was very nice. Thank you so much.
You can see this extravagant lifestyle we live outside of the vlog.
Yeah, that's literally our basic day, isn't it?
Nina,
if we have a day off.
Nina does art and I go and ride my bike. But do you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. You see all these memes and stuff about, like our parents used to say, go to bed at 9, eat your dinner by 7, and you used to moan about it. And now you get to this age and you're like, oh, they were right.
Yeah.
They had the right idea.
Yeah.
Get up early, the day's going to pass you by.
So we've got another one here, again in response to Sweet Bobby. I feel like traditionalism and living for other people are totally different things. Being traditional is not bad. Building good and loving relationships is important. That starts with family. I'm Indian and I can't relate to the strictness. She was incredibly clueless and her loved ones enabled it, period.
Okay, I agree. Traditionalism and what?
And living for other people.
Are separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think there's an overlap there because traditionally, Indians very much live for other people.
Yeah.
Right? So based on our culture, growing up, it was always about, what other people are going to say, what other people are going to think, blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
And how you have to, it doesn't matter if family trample all over you, you still have to be there for them.
Yeah.
Well, for me, whether you're family or not, can be family, friend, doesn't matter who you are.
It doesn't give anyone the right.
It doesn't give you the right to take advantage of my good nature.
Yeah.
So, whether it be a sibling, a parent, a cousin, uncle, aunt, doesn't matter. If you take advantage of my good nature, I'd rather not have you in my life.
Yeah.
So it's just as simple as that.
I completely agree there.
So traditionalism and being taken advantage of, or living for other people, whatever you want to call it, there is a slight overlap because traditionally we are raised to be that way.
Yeah.
So we're kind of that generation that are breaking
away from
that norm.
Yeah.
So and then you get outcasted because you don't fit into that norm because you aren't basically succumbing and being suppressed, by how other people are being.
Yeah.
So I get why she probably did it and but that doesn't take away, the naivety.
Yeah.
And the reason that, she's gone on TV to do this, she's obviously been paid by Netflix, right?
I think she has. She must.
Of course she has.
Yeah.
She's not done it for free. This isn't like, oh, this isn't an awareness campaign, is it?
Yeah.
So she's obviously got paid. So I don't see her crying about that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I've just been paid X amount on Netflix. And I think she did it to get sympathy. And she's not got any. Well, she probably has from other naive people, but a majority of people are like, hang on a minute, 9 years.
Yeah, that seems to be the common
Yeah.
thing that I'm hearing from people in response to it.
Yeah, I'm fed up with talking about this girl.
Anyway, let's move on. Another nice comment from one of our previous podcasts. I absolutely love you guys. This is my first time watching your vlog. I watched your makeup tutorials, Nina. I've learned so much. Love, love, love you. Bobby, it's good to know that you're coming out of your comfort zone for yourself and for your wife. You two are great together. Can't wait to see more of you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that. I do feel a lot more comfortable now, but I still can't look at the camera too much.
Oh, really?
I have to pretend it's not there. But I'm a lot more free-flowing with the conversation, I find.
Yeah. Someone else has put, this is in response to the vlog of you riding. Pleasant surprise going on a bike ride with Bobby this morning. I'm an early bird too. Nina, thank you for allowing us to come into your world. I had such a relaxing time with you today. Happy Sunday. That is so nice. Thank you. Someone. So there's a short that we put up, right? And it is the one where, right from the beginning, where you were saying that I can be moody sometimes. So the title is Hubby Thinks Wife is Moody or something along those lines. Someone's responded saying, Bobby is the one who is moody, laughing face. Just seeing your face when I said that was everything.
I'm the moody one.
Yeah, apparently someone thinks you're moody. That's funny.
You need to come and live with us.
So someone's left a comment in, I think it's French. Do you want to read it? Can you read French?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. There you go. Shall I read it and then say, do you want to laugh? Do you know how it sounds if I try and speak it?
Go on. And then I'll try and translate.
Fully embarrassed myself here. Bonjour. Bonjour, Nina. J'aime beaucoup viendre aussi. C'est un moment apaisant.
So all I can
On
get...
oublie tout très joli votre tableau. Merci pour ce vlog.
Right. So,
I feel like it sounded a little bit Italian in certain points.
So what's to say? Bonjour, Nina.
Bonjour, Nina.
Yeah.
Hello, Nina.
Yeah.
J'aime beaucoup
I like a lot.
prendre aussi.
Also...
Aussie?
Also...
Or Aussie?
Let me have a look.
That sounded horrendous. I know it did.
Hello, Nina. I really like painting too. It's soothing and you forget everything. Your painting is very pretty. Thank you for this vlog.
Now say it in French.
Bonjour, Nina. J'aime beaucoup prendre aussi. C'est un moment en passant. On oublie tout. Très joli votre tableau. Merci pour ce vlog.
Whoa! Babe, that was so good. Mine was so bad. Do you know, I think I've said this before to you, but now I'm about to tell the world. When I was at school, do you remember like you had to learn a language?
Yeah.
And mine was French.
Right.
Right?
Clearly paid attention.
French. So I really hated it, clearly, right? And my teacher, her name was Miss Angera. I remember her. She was so nice. Anyway, I received a letter home basically saying to my parents, we advise that Nina does not continue taking French lessons. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They got told that I should not take French.
Yeah, after how you
They've
spoke.
gone out of their way to write that letter to say, don't make the mistake of choosing French for her. You know, when it came to your options.
Yeah.
What I just did says it all, right?
They clearly knew what they were talking about.
Yeah, I know. I get it. That is it for today. How did you enjoy that today?
It was really good.
It was a good catch up.
Good to be back.
Yeah, nice to catch up on everything. And guys, if there are any, I remembered this because I remember thinking I want to ask you guys watching and listening, if there are any topics that maybe are trending, that maybe we've missed, and people are talking about it a lot, please do let us know in the comments, because we'd love to discuss it. You know, like, obviously we heard because we watched the whole documentary of Sweet Bobby, but if there's anything else that you guys think that we should watch because there's a lot of opinions flying around about it or anything, let us know and we'll watch it and we'll discuss it, because I think that was quite interesting. So it'd be nice to talk about other different stuff as well. Did you actually miss the podcast?
I do, yeah, I'll be honest.
Oh, that's good. It's a nice little chat that we've had. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been good. I'll tell you what I'm watching at the moment. No,
What?
2 shows.
What are you watching?
Great British Bake Off.
Love it.
I think that's really good. And I'm rooting for Dylan. So if anybody's watching...
Oh yeah, he's so good,
right,
isn't he?
He's such a nice guy.
We want
and
Dylan to
I really
win.
want him to win.
We're Team Dylan.
Yeah. And I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here.
That's funny.
That's great.
I don't know who half of those people are, because obviously we don't watch British TV.
But yeah, no, they're 2 shows that I'm really enjoying at the minute.
Cool. Okay. Well, are you not going to do any kind of outro, babe?
Yeah.
What? You just waiting for me to say it? Why don't you do it? You do it. You do it this time. Go on. I'm just going to hand it over to you.
Okay, so all I've got to say is if you've got any questions, you want us to answer anything, let us know. I'm pretty happy to discuss anything, really. I'll give you my honest opinion on it. Whether Nina cuts it out or not, that's another question.
No,
but-
I'm not going to. I promise you today I'm not. It's only when, like, you were swearing a lot that I was cutting it out.
Okay, which I've curbed.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so if there's anything you want to ask, just go ahead. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.
see you guys. We'll see you soon.